Congrats on the win, man. Did it go reasonably the way you expected it to go?
Exactly how I expected to go.
Um, what in there about him surprised you, if anything? I mean,
I was actually surprised that he didn't come with more pressure at the beginning. I was expecting a barrage. I was expecting a lot more pressure in the first round, him to take more risk and more attempts. Kind of took me by surprise that he didn't. And I had a little bit of rust a little bit. It took 8 months layover. So I thought I was expecting a lot more of that in the first round. I just took patience. That's when I started executing the leg kicks. When I realized, oh, he's going to sit a little bit, so let me take his legs out.
you and I have talked about those layoffs, obviously, the other day. And I mean, do you feel that kind of exhaling from yourself as you're walking to the cage, knowing that you're finally going to be able to get back in there again?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I'll have to say that every time I get back in the cage, I feel more and more like home and more comfortable. Just the layovers just don't make sense when I'm healthy, I'm training. Why am I not in the cage? I'm undefeated. I'm knocking guys out.
How frustrating is it that the biggest problem you have is you don't have enough fights. So all these guys, the Roy Nelsons, the Mitriones, go, well, he's not ready yet. He doesn't have enough fights, and yet it's the catch-22. You want experience, you want these big fights, and they say he doesn't have experience. How much does it drive you crazy that you're basically the one thing holding you back is something you can't control, which is experience?
Right. How am I going to get that experience when I'm not in the cage? And that's why I'm actually wanting to take a boxing match here in 2 weeks, September 14th. To get more ring time, more hand time, and become a complete martial artist. This whole thing, I'm not a wrestler. I'm a martial artist. I'm trying to be a complete martial artist. So it's just getting more competition. In wrestling, we compete every Saturday. We have a tournament, or every couple of weeks. So it's just that's kind of frustrating, especially when I don't get all the sparring I should, because it's hard to find sparring partners at heavyweight who want to bang every Friday. You know.
Are you happy to put this fight behind you? Because there was a lot of he said talk about how this fight came together. Obviously, you guys have known each other for a long time. It's sort of tit for tat. Are you happy to just put this fight behind you and move forward with your career?
Yeah, this was just like any other fight. That stuff didn't really bother me at all. I just thought that he had asked for the fight, and that's how it was presented to me, that he had asked for the fight, and if you asked for the fight, I'm taking it. So that's the only thing it was with me.
What'd you guys talk about afterward?
Oh, I just told him, hey man, I know you didn't ask for the fight. Good job, congratulations. Keep your head up, man. Let's grab a drink afterwards, catch up.
And he was cool with you?
Yeah, he was cool. I mean, this is our job. It's like you can't be mad at somebody for going to work.
I feel like he's the kind of guy that you might see again down the road. I mean, you guys are still both same points in your career, same amount of fights in. You're obviously in the same division. You're both finishers. You feel like
Definitely, I definitely think I could be seeing Rudy again. I think a lot of guys are going to have a hard time beating Rudy in the future, and he's going to get better. He's going to go back, get better, develop more, and he's going to come ready next time.
I know you've got the boxing thing coming up, but I mean, in terms of MMA, I know you want to get back in there faster than 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. What kind of opponent do you ask for? What kind of time frame do you ask for? I mean, they've got a lot of shows coming up here in the last quarter of the year.
I'm healthy and I'm ready to go. So whatever's going to get me paid. Really, I'm just trying to get back in the cage and build my brand.
You feel like this is the kind of win that Scott and Rich will look at and go, okay, yeah, now we'll get him in there quicker than 6 months.
I hope. That's what I was told last time, and now it's been 8 months. So they say a lot of things, and a lot of things don't happen. So we'll see what happens.
Do you feel this fight though will be more of a chummy because it's not an average guy, it's not a regional guy. This is a guy, Rudy, who had 6 had 6 wins, undefeated. A lot of people thought he was the future heavyweight on Style. Submission, second round victory. Do you feel this might be more of a, okay, we now got to take him seriously. We now got to put him in with the Javi Ayala, maybe the winner of Minikov versus Johnson fight. He's now ready.
Yeah, I think definitely. But like I said, I need to be compensated for fighting guys like that. You know what I mean? So that's it. I'm ready to fight anybody. You can put me up against Roy Nelson, any veteran that's out there that want to fight. It doesn't matter to me. I'm ready to fight anybody. I train with Ryan Bader. He's the champ of this division, this company. So it doesn't. I mean, anybody else doesn't really matter.
With another impressive victory, do you see yourself facing Jake Hager? I know that you and a bunch of other fighters in the past have had issues with him.
Who?
Jake Hager?
I don't even know who that is. He's not even a real fighter. I mean, seriously, that guy's a joke.
Would you want to prove that in the ring against him?
I don't think I need to. That guy doesn't want to fight me. I called him out, and then he went and called out Fader. He's scared. He doesn't want to fight a real fighter. He should go back to WWE.
Take us to Bader. You said you trained with him. What are some of the things he's taught you about the business in general? I mean, because a lot of guys talk to him, train with champions, they say the biggest thing they learn is about the business. The champs will teach them about what to do, what not to do, how to handle their business. What does Bader sort of tell you along the way?
We don't really talk too much about the business. More or less, it's the experience and the advice that I get from him, and I would say just like that learning curve. You know, you going with the guy who's the champion of the weight division, and as I see my progress against him, I start to feel more confident, more everything, just feeling getting better, sharper, and stronger. So I think that's the biggest thing, is being able just to use him kind of as a guide and a tool that to help me along the way.
Wants to give a submission. How nice does it feel where it's, as we talked about when you and I first met all the way back when we against Son, Mitrione, Cardinal won. You like being an evolving fighter, not just a wrestler, not just a striker wrestler, a true mixed martial arts. Now you have a submission win. It's not longer, well, we gotta watch out for wrestling work. We gotta watch out for the footwork. It's now we gotta watch out for a complete game of Tyrell Fortune.
Nobody's ready for that. Nobody's ready for that.
How do you celebrate this win?
Go home and get ready to fight again. I go right back into camp when I get back. Like I said, I got a boxing match in 2 weeks. So I'm going right back to the gridiron.